Yeah, my
What
chair's a
was it one of
speaker.
our friends on Facebook said about the weather this morning? Looked out the window, said it's
Oh,
Monday.
yeah. Hold on, hold on. Let me find her.
Who said that?
Kim Twitty,
Kim Twitty, Outer Banks
Outer
entrepreneur.
Banks Entrepreneurs.
She had a great perspective, I think, for
Well,
Monday.
she evidently lives along the beach, and she said day number 9 of 365. No sun here today. My recommendation: go back to bed.
And then the fog rolled in.
And the fog, and she actually took a picture
Of the fog?
Of the fog. Yeah.
Well, it's definitely one of those soupy kind of mornings. That's the best way you can put it. A little chilly. Temps are down a few degrees.
I'm tired. I am tired. I didn't know she was from Damascus, Maryland. Sorry.
Oh, man. Who we got here? Michael, good morning to you. How are you? Good weekend? Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I was trying to find the pictures you sent. I was like, where are the pictures you sent?
Yeah. I've got some pictures coming. A few memes, some family pictures from when I was younger, some things that I was into, different eras. You know how that goes. Different clothes, just kind of fun stuff.
What the heck?
What are you doing over there?
I tried to go to the next picture and it closed it down.
Oh, it closed it down.
There we go.
That's not good.
I just read one of the pictures that you.
Well, a couple of them were pretty funny.
Yes, that one was very funny. What's this one? Yeah, exactly.
Cindy, you look good today.
I look good today?
Michael's saying.
Is that,
he would not give me that kind of compliment. There's no
way. Why, thank you. I don't feel like I look good. I feel like I. Oh, that's funny. Sorry. I'm just looking at the pictures he sent me that I'm downloading so I can put them on the thing.
So this whole thing started on the weekends. I have a little bit more time to check out what's going on with Facebook. And part of my responsibilities, just as is part of Cindy's responsibilities, is to keep things fresh on Facebook with some of our radio stations.
Which I'm mad about.
What you're mad about?
I haven't been doing really well with that.
Well, in the course of that, you're scrolling. Everybody does this on Facebook, and something funny comes by. And it's hysterical.
I'm sorry.
And that's your reaction. But if you keep scrolling, don't share it or don't save it to your device, somehow it mysteriously disappears from Facebook. And you're like, man, I want to show this to somebody. So I started
and you never remember
who did it.
Right.
So I started saving them all weekend. And I thought, well, these are pretty funny. I wonder if anybody else saw some of these. And so I started bringing them in on Monday, and we kind of called it for a while Monday morning memes. But it's more than memes. I also was a little nostalgic this weekend. Went through some old pictures. So.
Bill is not in the dark either. And by the way, hi Victoria as well. Bill is not in the dark, but you can't really see the TV. Yeah, look. Hold on, see.
We're still struggling with
this was his old one. Where is it? Hold on. This is his old one that we were using. And now today we're using that one.
Yep.
We tried that out. I like having this camera that I can just take and do whatever I want with. It's kind of cool.
So we're still struggling with the big picture, which is to get everything exactly.
Right. Like you can only see the bottom half of the TV.
Or certain slides. So we're working on that and we'll get that going. But,
I just noticed that sign that's up there. Do not feed the sharks or tease the mermaids. How did I just notice that? When did you change that?
This morning before you got here. This is Thomas and I found that.
I was gonna say it wasn't here yesterday because
I said we're gonna add it to the studio. So I brought it in today. And I think it's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. I like it.
So just talk about the sign behind me there.
That's over.
Don't feed the sharks.
Right there.
Or tease the mermaids.
Yeah, Bill is not in the dark. Now, hold on. I have a question, though. I have to ask this. Hold on. I'm over here. Ready? Can you see what that says?
No, I can't. No, on either of my screens that I'm viewing. It's fuzzy looking.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind. All right,
Still
what
no
does this
go
do?
on that.
What does this do? What is wrong with you?
I've always wanted to do that so much.
What is wrong? Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, when was it? There was somebody doing something,
Mhm.
and I went like
Yes.
that. Remember that? Well, I forgot. What,
Somebody holding a light bulb or
Beth,
something?
no, Bethy was plugging something
Oh,
in,
that's right.
and and I was 12 years old, 13 years old maybe,
Mhm.
and my parents live like up on a hill, and they have trees down, and their driveway goes down a hill, and it was gravel and it was long.
Mhm.
And I was at my friend's house who lived on the opposite hill. There was a road that like went down between the two of them. I was at my friend's house. So it was dark. It was like 9:30 at night. Good morning, parent. And I was going home. I was like, all right, time to go home. My curfew was like 10 or something like that. So this is in summertime. I'm walking, and of course, I'm kind of afraid of the dark a little bit. I don't like
Well, I think everybody.
I don't like being in the dark because you don't know what's there.
What's happening?
Well, I was yelling, bye, see you later. All right, I'll let you know. She was keeping in touch with me, so knowing I was getting home safely. Well, I'm walking, and my parents' driveway, like I said, goes in between all these trees in the woods. So I'm walking, it's dark. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I walk past this tree, and my brother heard me. So he jumps out from behind a tree and goes, "Bleh!" And of course, I went, "Ah!" And he said he chased me and he could not catch me because I ran up the hill so fast. But yeah, ever since then, I was evidently like hauling some serious bouquet. And it was just, but those kind of things. It's like, "Ah!"
Okay, so anybody this is watching this morning, Michael might be in on this. Did you know anybody that was like a CMP operator up in Norfolk or anything back in the day? I know Mrs. Thomas's grandmother was.
My father worked for CMP Telephone Company for 30.
All right. Well,
35 years.
We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the operators.
They still have them?
Yeah, we'll go find out. Let's hang on a second. And it'll be bow time in about 10, 15 minutes. So hang on for that. Your chance to win. Your station for the killer hits 102.5, The Shark with the Stones. And if I got it correctly, it's do.
Heartbreaker.
Yes, really.
Yeah.
I had to read it very carefully because I don't think the Stones count the do-dos. Yeah, there you go. Then there was do.
And then there was a do, a da. That's all I
That's right.
say to you.
The do-dos are very confusing.
And there was do-wop.
The do-wop, of course. Started with do-wop.
Do-wop.
It is 8:10. Bill and Cindy with you. We got some dense fog out there this morning.
Yes, we do, but it is going to clear off. Breezy today as well. Lots of sunshine and 53. Clear breezy tonight. 36 along the coast, 30 inland. Increasing clouds tomorrow and high of 53.
49 in Duck, 46 in Edenton, and 42 in Windsor. We're just sitting here talking about operators, and we're getting ready to talk about this right here on the air and realized something I did not know about Cindy was what your dad did for a living.
My dad, well, he wasn't an operator, but he worked for CMP Telephone Company for 30, I don't know. He was a first level form for a manager person. He was management. He sat behind a desk. But one time, real quick, I'm going to tell you this. I was on phone restriction because that was like, my parents, I got in trouble. So they're, well, you can't talk on the phone.
Right.
Of course, that's back then. You had landlines.
Yeah.
Well, I got home before my parents got home from work. So I was like, I'm going to call my friend such and such up real quick. So I get on the phone. Hey, da. All of a sudden, my dad is on the phone line with us going, get off the phone. You're on phone restriction.
Oh.
He was at the main office where my phone went. Our phone line went through, and he could plug in
and listen.
And he's like, "Get off the phone, you're busted." I'm like, "Oh, gotta go by." But yeah, so
suddenly not proud of what Dad did for a living.
I was rather like, "Oh man."
Well, do you remember the last time you dialed 411 or 0 to reach out to an operator to get directory?
Gosh, that was a long.
How long has it? It's been a while, right?
Well, it's been before on my smartphone because my smartphone now I don't have to call 411 for information. I can look it up on my Google.
There you go. All right. This is a valid question. So starting sometime later this month, AT&T their customers with digital landlines will no longer be able to dial 411 or 0 to get an operator.
Really?
Yep, not really surprising, I guess, just from what you just said backs up this whole thing that AT&T thinks. Well, you can just Google it. Which is
Yeah,
so
I mean,
true.
can I call
Now,
411 on my phone?
2 years ago, AT&T ended operator services for all their cell phones, so that was already gone.
Okay.
AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and other major carriers still offer it, but for a fee now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And operator services like 411 have been around up until now about 100 years.
Oh, wow.
So why are they ending now? Well, AT&T spokespeople say you can Google everything.
Yeah, you
You got
can.
a phone in your hand. You
Yeah.
know?
Who do you want to call? Okay, let's see. Their number is,
Mhm.
I
See?
mean, there
Right.
it is. Okay.
So in 2021, some stats here. There were fewer than 4,000 telephone operators
Oh,
nationwide,
no.
down from a peak of 420,000 in the 1970s. But
That's
there
a
are
lot.
still people who call the operator. Okay.
Okay.
In 2019, the FCC estimated that 71 million calls annually were placed to 411, but that's slowly being phased out. So
See, that would be my mom and
Yeah.
Mr. D's mom.
everybody's mom.
Yeah.
Definitely on that.
If you're 75 plus, you were calling 411.
That's probably right.
Wow, that's crazy.
Things are changing. Just saying. Things are changing. Crazy. Stick around. Coming up within 10 minutes, it will be Today in Music, and it's bow time today.
It will be bow time. Pay attention. Be
Mhm,
listening.
listen
You could
to
win
me.
some chicken dinner.
That's
Winner,
right.
winner.
For Bojangles. Be listening.
Okay.
Yeah, coming up within 10.
The payphone. That's a good question, Michael. He said, "Is there any payphones left?" Like on.
I think there are. We looked this up a couple of years ago, and
There's like very
there's
few.
very few. There are. But I
Like
think
literally, there was
yep.
like they always. Is it just me, or did they always have them outside of Kmart? There was
Those-
always there
those
was
in the
always
quarter rides.
the little
Yeah,
pony
yeah,
ride that would
mhm.
or the little car, but they always had a phone, like phones, and I think they used to have them outside the grocery stores too. Bill, your Forgotten 45 got me thinking about novelty songs. What was the
There were
song that was like a
several of those.
newscast?
Perrin, there was one called The Flying Saucer Part 1 and 2 in the 50s. And they played the record songs as the answer. Ain't that a shame? Dun, 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 dun. We will
That's
not
cheap.
interrupt this record.
That's Cheap Trick.
Yes, we will.
That's Cheap Trick. No, ain't that? No.
Well, okay, well, you have to look it up. That's
Okay.
the first one I remember.
I don't know. See, I don't know which. I don't know.
Then there was a news reporter at Watergate in the 70s, and his answers to the questions were song clips.
Huh.
Those are the two that I remember, Perrin. That might get you thinking, because I know you know.
All I can think of is when you're talking about songs, talking and stuff, is
Mhm.
Convoy.
Yeah, that was.
Hey, break the
yeah.
1-9. Yeah.
This is where the main character in the song that was singing was asking. He was a news reporter.
Huh.
But you know what? Well, part of the streak was that, we're on the street, ma'am, in the street, Yeah,
Okay.
he did. He was
She
over
said
there
that
by the
was in the-
tomato patch.
She said that
The
was
streak?
in the 70s.
The streak kind of had that theme. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's the saying on 2 feet.
Yeah. I
Okay.
do.
All right. That's all I know. Flying Saucer, Part 1 and 2. Something Watergate. I don't know if something Big Bertha in there and all this kind of other stuff. And then, yeah, right. And then what I just mentioned was Hello, the Streak.
The Streak.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Takes me a while.
Yeah, it takes me a while too.
All right, can we do some pictures yet? How we doing?
All I have to do is upload them to this. I've downloaded them.
Okay.
That was all Ray.
That was all Ray. Ray Stevens?
Oh, from The Streak.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Gotcha. Hold on here, Brand. I might have to delete some pictures here real quick. Hold on. Remove. Oh. What? I don't want to edit. I want to delete. Why won't it let me delete something? Why does it have to ask me 15? Hold on, because I'm gonna have too many pictures in them.
So the system that Cindy's using to give the pictures to this stream system
Has too many.
You can only have so many
Pictures.
pictures in
Like,
storage.
yeah.
It's not
in
like
the little like
it's not like a computer can't store
in the
them.
queue, so
in
to
the
speak.
queue. That's right.
So to speak. There are 5 callers in queue ahead of you. If you do not want to remain on hold, we can call you back.
Yeah.
You won't lose your place in line.
So, as you go through your teenage years, your high school years, adolescence, early adolescence, you're very impressionable. Pop culture really, it just shines the light right on you, and you find yourself wanting to dress like people that you might like. It might be musicians, actors, whatever. I mean, there's all these fads and trends that kids go through at the times, and I was thinking back to my high school years and some of the different things that I was into and the way I looked, and it's just
totally different than my high school years.
Really funny, the kind of clothes you had and what you did. So I found some of those pictures over the weekend, and I thought I'd share some of those with you along with the memes.
I know this can't really be you.
Yeah, that was. I can't remember if I was trying to look like Blackie or John Stamos at that point, or Rob Lowe.
I'm thinking Rob Lowe.
I can't remember, but yeah, that was high school.
You look like one of the Lost Boys.
Even had the stash.
You look like one of the guys in Lost Boys. That was not.
Yeah.
You were just not right. And then here you are.
Oh, this was my Bee Gees stage. And I actually got to go backstage. I went to see the Bee Gees one time, and lo and behold, they said, "Dude, you got to stand between the two of us and take a picture." So there that is.
You did that with the Reface app back then too?
No, this has nothing to do with it. This is an actual picture. Actual picture.
Yeah, the Reface app.
No.
And then this was you when you had a mustache when you were little.
I was so excited to go see the movie E.T. and to find out that E.T. was also Santa Claus. And you can see I still had the stash. I was 8. I'm in the middle. That's me. It was a great moment. And this is an observation that I think is worth talking about. And hear me out. That's what this says. The Rolling Stones don't have a drummer or a bassist. The drummer passed away.
Yeah, they don't have a drummer and they don't have a bassist. Right.
So they got these behind the scenes musicians who can play back in the background.
Right.
The Beatles only have a drummer and a bassist.
So why don't they get together?
Hey, wouldn't that be a cool thing?
The Rolling Beatles.
The Rolling Beatles. The Beatlestones. I don't know. What would you call them?
Beatlestones.
Right.
I kind of like Beatlestones.
Yeah. And what else we got? All right. When I was a kid, bedtime was at 9 p.m. Remember those days? Couldn't wait to be a grown-up so I could go to bedtime anytime I wanted. Turns out that's 9 p.m.
Well, that kind of goes with the I don't want to take a nap. I'm not tired. I don't want. And now it's like, oh, I can take a nap.
Nap's a big deal.
All right. I don't know what this one is. We'll find out.
I want to meet myself from another person's point of view and experience my own energy. Would you be into that? I mean, it would be like,
how do people see it? Yeah.
Because you would be somebody else,
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Deep thoughts.
Kind of, yeah. All right. Which one did I not do? This one.
I'm opening a gym called Resolutions. It'll have exercise equipment for the first 2 weeks, and then it turns into a bar for the rest of the year.
Nice.
2 weeks.
Hold on here. Parents said that's funny. Oh, shoot. Wrong one. Hold on. When we have this one.
Rare photo of a remote control from the 70s.
That's when they go, wham, change the channel.
That's right. I don't want to go. So change the channel.
Yeah, see that we had remotes then.
Yeah. I changed all my passwords to Kenny.
Hold on.
Now I have all Kenny logins. I wish Chris was with us this morning. He'd be laughing at that one.
Okay, just making sure we.
We're good.
That's actually very funny. Michael didn't say anything. That was
He's speechless.
Brand.
He's without words.
Let's see here. And then, I've got to get something ready for this.
Bow time. Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. Coming up in about 4 minutes, we're going to do Today in Music. And some part of that one of the stories that we're going to read is going to be something you want to be listening for.
Uh-huh.
There'll be a keyword right after we do today,
Uh-huh.
and
Which
it'll be
means-
your cue to text it back to us.
Which
to
means
qualify for winner chicken dinner from Bojangles.
which means I need to find out something here. Oh, I know what we'll do. I got it.
You got this?
I got this.
All right, Cindy's in charge
So I'm gonna go
of all of that. So
here,
that's her part of the show.
and I'm gonna go
3 minutes.
here. Whoop, there it is. I have to program in the keyword because that's what I have to do. And I have to remember
All right, so
what
Cindy's
they're
actually
winning.
setting up
I'm actually
the
working.
contest.
And the
that you
keyword
gotta
is,
some of you will be playing.
where did I put the little
What you talking about? Oh, you need a liner?
piece of
A piece of
paper?
all the info?
Here,
got one.
I got it right here.
Got it? Here you go.
Right here in front of me. Yeah,
You know,
I
I've
couldn't
got-
think.
My superpower, by the way,
Hmm.
is the second I start helping somebody else looking for something that they can't find, they find it.
Uh-huh.
It happens to be all the time at home. I'm sitting on the sofa watching a great movie. Mrs. Thomas is in another room, and she's like, "Where in the world is this?" I'm like, "What are you missing?" She goes, "I just had it yesterday. I can't find it anywhere." She's going all over the house. Finally, I feel so bad.
Hmm.
I said, "Well, let me get up and try to help you." I get up, 3 steps. Oh, here it is.
Uh-huh.
Happens every time. So it's my superpower. All I have to do is have the will to help you find it, and it's done.
I have to make sure I spelled it right. P-E-I-C-E or P-I-E-C-E. No, it's P-I-E-C-E, right? P-I-E. Why it? Yeah, I'm brain
Oh.
dead here. I before E, except after C. No, where is it? E. There we go.
All right, today music coming up in a few seconds, and then your chance to
Yay.
win some chicken from
And we didn't
Bojangles.
compare notes, but that's all right. I'll look real quick and see if there's anything. I'll just look and see if there's
Not a lot
anything.
of stories, but big on birthdays.
Uh-huh. Living in America.
See what you guys are missing.
We don't have the rights to this song.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Well,
Do we have Van Halen in there?
let's look and see. No Van Heflin.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's been a year since Bob Saget died.
Oh wow. Here we go.
Gosh, I feel old.
I feel good.
No, I feel old. James Brown. The only man that can go, and it's a lyric.
Your station for the killer hits 102.5 The Shark. There he is, man. James Brown, living in America. What a great one.
The only one that can go, and it's a lyric.
Get away with it. Look at he right there. Wow, that was a great. What a writer. 8:25. Bill and Cindy with you this morning. Your shark forecast is a little soupy, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're going to see some thick fog this morning, gradually clearing off, though. Breezy, 53 today. Clear, breezy tonight along the coast, 36. Inland, around 30. Increasing clouds tomorrow, and 53.
All right, right now we got 43 in Gates, 45 in Moyoc, and some fog, and 50 in Avon.
Today in Music History, brought to you by your forever realtor, Christy Bryant. Looking to buy or sell a home? Christy Bryant is ready to talk to you. Call 252-217-5771 or log on to Christy with an I, Bryant.kw.com.
All right. It was 2014. Rolling Stone magazine published their readers poll, the 10 greatest double albums of all time. You used to be able to buy an album, but you could also buy a double album. It's
Right.
a big deal.
Scorpions Worldwide Live. I had a double album.
Double album.
Mhm.
So the top 5 at the time were number 5, Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti.
Nice.
Number 4 was Bruce Springsteen, The River.
Nice.
Number 3, The Rolling Stones, Exile on Main Street.
Nice.
Number 2 was Pink Floyd, The Wall. And winning the poll was the Beatles' The White Album.
Alrighty
That's a
then.
double album. 2006. That guy married to Jessica Simpson was in
Nick
the boy
Lachey?
band. Him. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He put the house that they made famous in the MTV series Newlyweds up for sale after they had split up. The house in California was on the market for $3.75 million.
See, that doesn't seem like a lot to me.
Not
some
for a
reason.
California home.
No,
No, not really.
no, not at all. Especially like a famous TV
That's
California
kind
home.
of true. Yeah.
So David Bowie in 1997 celebrated his 50th birthday with a benefit concert at Madison Square Garden one day after his actual birthday. The concert featured special guests from the Foo Fighters. They were there. Lou Reed was there, Frank Black, Robert Smith, Sonic Youth, and Placebo. Also in 1992, Sting made a guest appearance on the Fox animated TV comedy series The Simpsons in the episode called Radio Bart.
Cool.
Whitney Houston scored the #1 slot back in 1988 on this day with So Emotional. Also on this day in music history, Van Halen released the big album that they had with David Lee Roth, 1984. Of course, it had Jump, Panama, I'll Wait, Hot for
All
Teacher.
those great hits.
That was 39 years ago.
Man.
Ugh.
Music birthdays for you. 1978, AJ McLean, vocals, Backstreet Boys.
Quit playing
That's
games with
right.
my
Yep. He was
My
born.
heart.
Way to go. And
My
1967, South African born American singer and songwriter. I guess you could say, you might want to say South African or American. I don't know.
He's from Charlottesville.
He's from Charlottesville, Virginia, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Matthews is having a birthday today. Wish him well if you know him. You just might.
Steve Harwell, he was in the band called Smash Mouth. He
Mhm.
was born this day in 1967.
All right.
Also, the lady with the really, really long hair in the country world, Crystal
Oh.
Gale.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She, of course, don't it make
My
your brown
brown eyes
eyes
blue.
blue?
That's right.
She was the younger sister of Loretta Lynn. I didn't know that, but she was born in 1951.
All right. In 1950, it was David Johansen. He was with the New York Dolls in the early 70s, had that big album, New York Dolls. Now a solo artist and an actor. Played Buster Poindexter in Saturday Night Live's house band and had a hit, and we play it here on the Shark.
Hot,
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 hot.
hot.
How you feeling? Hot, hot, hot.
That's him. And Bill Cowsill.
Just talked to him, 2 months ago?
No, we talked to his brother.
Didn't we? We talked to
Yeah.
Bob, not Bill.
We talked to Bob.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was Bill. Sorry.
Bill was born in 1948. So they had remember the whole musical family?
Uh-huh.
Kind of like the Partridge family.
Uh-huh.
And they just had a great story. And if you want to hear some of that from a couple of months ago, you can on our website.
Yes, you can, in case you missed it. And
Exactly.
obviously, we didn't interview Bill because he passed away in
He was the brother.
2006. That's right.
That
That's right.
is today in music. But right now, before we roll on with more killer hits, it is bow time.
It is Bow
Starts
time.
today.
Bojangles. You want to win a 2-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles? Well, to get qualified, and we will draw a winner every single weekday, just text the word hair. Like hair, as
hair.
in, from the councils.
Yes.
Hair, HAIR. Text it to 252-441-1025.
More
Good
killer hits on the way. News and weather together within 10. Soul Survivors up next.
All right, where am I here?
So there you are.
All right, hair is the word.
Oh, Victoria. Yes.
What happened? I missed it.
Elvis would have been 88 yesterday.
I saw that.
You want to try something really wild?
Sorry. I said I feel old after Van Halen and Parents, and that's because we are old, Cindy.
If you go to YouTube on the Elvis thing, there's somebody's done this aging thing,
Uh-huh.
and it's like Elvis in 1977, and then Elvis presumably what he would look like in like 1987, the 90s to 2000,
Wow.
all the way through today. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are a little creepy.
But does he have the mustache, like the Bill stash?
No, he didn't have the Bill stash.
He didn't have the Bill stash. It's not a mustache; it's a
No.
Bill stash.
No, to my knowledge, he never sat for a portrait with the Bee Gees at her portrait.
Or would it be a Thomas stash?
Thomas Stash.
Thomas stash.
Sounds European. Thomas.
It's a Thomas stash.
Thomas.
It's the Thomas stash.
Yeah, I realized that pair and Victoria, a big Elvis fan.
Huge Elvis fan.
I really,
He is.
Yeah, and I was just sort of upset at the movie because it really did shine a light on what probably really did happen to him, and even though he had choices that he made,
Uh-huh.
and he chose to do certain things that probably, I wish he would take them back, but he didn't. But what a great entertainer! What a great singer! Not much of a songwriter. I think they gave him some song credits on like Heartbreak Hotel.
We're going to win that race.
But yeah, he can sing anything, man. That's right.
Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
How does Eddie Murphy insert himself into Elvis pop culture? But he did.
I don't know. That was great, though.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Nuts.
watching Elvis in those old movies, he'd sing his lines. Here, Elvis, would you like some lemonade? Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
Oh my God.
All
All right, well, look, we're rolling out of here. Have a great one, man. It's Monday. If you have to drive, it's falling out there. Be careful. Make sure you roll with your headlights and give enough space between you and
move this
anybody
down.
else that's out there.
Hold on.
You can see
And
them.
did you guys like Bill's new camera? Because he's not in the dark. But that's today. We're going to play with it again tomorrow
things may
and see
change
what
tomorrow.
happens.
Have a good one.
You never, ever know. All right, bye.
Peace.
Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. We'll talk Christmas trees tomorrow because we didn't find out if Bill took his down or not.